So on issues like climate and democracy, these obviously have a big impact on global public opinion towards the United States. And when you and President Obama took office, one of your priorities was to try to influence global public opinion and try to restore America's reputation. How far do you think we've come? What are the challenges ahead? And in particular, how do you see the new media? And how are you using the new media to try to influence the great debate about the perceptions of the United States?
Well, I think we've made progress, but it's a daily struggle to make sure that we are conveying accurate information about what we're doing. Now, if somebody disagrees with what we're doing, that's fair. But if they disagree with something we're not doing, and we're not even thinking, that's a problem. So we try to get ahead of the information flow, which is much harder today than it was 5 years, 10 years, 20 years ago. When I got to the State Department, we did no social media to speak of. We had very little language-appropriate outreach on the media. I think there had been an attitude up until then that, there were certain set feelings in certain places. There were certain elements of the press that were going to be anti-American no matter what. So it really wasn't something we should worry about too much and not try to take on. But in the 24/7 media world that we're now in, with billions of information sites, because everybody with a cell phone or a computer can be a commentator, can be a contributor, can be an activist, we had to get more on parity with that, and we've worked very hard to do it. But it's tough, and I'll give you an example. Coming out of the Arab Spring, I thought we were not being quick enough in reacting to Arab public opinion, both pro and con, but particularly con, about us and the role we were or were not playing. A lot of conspiracy theories about what the United States was kind of doing, behind the curtain, which were not true. So I said, well, I want more of our Arabic speakers out there. And, one of the responses was, well, a lot of our best Arabic speakers are young. They're young Foreign Service officers. They're just getting started. If they make a mistake on the media, it could ruin their career. I said, well, I've made more mistakes than I can count. And at some point, we have to be more willing to take some risks, because we can't sit around and take 48 hours to respond to a story that is breaking, on a blog or Twitter somewhere. We have to get into the mix. Will we make mistakes? Will young, people in their 20s and 30s, yeah, just like people in their 50s and 60s, will make mistakes. But we have to be in the flow of the moment. So, we began to change that. I mean, the resistance or reluctance was totally understandable, because, if somebody gets out and says something that has an unfortunate effect, or they stumble when they're talking or whatever, that's a problem. But the alternative, which is to be so worried about saying anything, is absolutely unacceptable in today's world. So we are out there every day. We do a lot of both formal and informal media work. I've done internet chats with Egyptians and Iranians that would be, simultaneously translated into Arabic or Farsi. We've really tried to get out there to make the case that, we're not asking people around the world to agree with everything we do. We don't agree with any other nation. We have our own interests. We are pursuing those. Let's not kid ourselves or anybody else about it. But the United States is standing ready to assist those who want a true democratic transformation. We believe in that. So I think we're improving dramatically. We still have a ways to go, which is why I hope some of you will think about the Foreign Service for a career, because we need you.